Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose. On this show, we talk about everything going on in the world, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. Happy summertime, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday, self care lab. um, Hopefully, everybody had a good holiday weekend, and I'm going to get the show started right away. I'm over here starving. I didn't even have time to eat when I came from the gym, so I don't know, you guys. So thank you for everybody that is tuning in and that'll watch the replay. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Um, I tried to look up and see what do July have to offer, like awareness or anything, and I didn't find anything. The only thing I did see is that they have a National Hot Dog Day, a National Ice Cream Day, and World Emoji Day. So that's all July is given other than the 4th of July. So I think they said all those holidays are like around the 17th of July. So if y'all like hot dogs, I love ice cream, so I'll participate in that. And all of us use emojis every single day in Texas. Like that's a part of our life now. So that's all July is given. That's all it's given. Okay, so I'm gonna get right off into the hot topics. So this is out of, oh, let me see. Coach D just said BIPOC, Mental Health Awareness Month. What is BIPOC, Juanita? You got to explain the acronyms. What does those mean? And let me know. And I'll read it to you when you let me know. Um, the first story I'm going to talk about is a teacher, hey Tia, out of Dallas. She was fired for having an all black student meeting, you guys. For having an all black student meeting. She was actually fired for that. So it was a former Woodrow Wilson High principal, Chantrell Barnett, was removed in 2025 after holding a meeting with black students and reportedly telling them that there was a reason that they were the reason the school held a B rating instead of an A. While critics argue the comments unfairly placed blame on students, supporters said she's having a tough, honest conversation that many educators avoid. So now Dallas ISD has quietly appointed Hooper Barnett as principal of Lincoln High School, where more than 70 of the students are black. The move, so they put her in another school, but she was fired from the other school. So they put her into a school where there is mostly black students now. But do you think that was fair for her to be fired for having a meeting with the black students to tell them like they need to get it together? I don't feel like nothing was wrong with that. I don't feel like nothing was wrong with that. I think they'd be looking for reasons to get rid of teachers. Well, that was the principal. So the principal would know firsthand the scoring and everything that's going on testing wise. So there's no reason for that principal to be fired because she had a meeting with the students, and they're the reasons why they don't have an A. What do you guys feel about that? Do you think that she was wrongly terminated? Do you guys think that she was wrongly terminated? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think about that? And then I'll go on to the next thing. And I should have did this one first because it was just 4th of July. It was just 4th of July. So over the weekend, like I said, I was wondering if you guys, what did you guys do for 4th of July? We didn't do anything much. It was like real low key. I really didn't know a lot of people that were doing a lot of stuff for 4th of July, unless we would have went like into the LA area, and I didn't feel like doing that. So we just went to go visit my mom, spend time with her, and I made sure that I was gone out of that city of Pomona before it got dark because it be sounding like a war zone in there. And we just came back home and we watched the fireworks in our complex. It was so peaceful. This is the peaceful, I've never been around peace like this on 4th of July. our complex, they had a no fireworks or you could get evicted. And when I tell you, most people will still take that chance. I didn't hear not one fireworks, not even people was outside doing sparklers. Like, it was so far, I was so happy. So I'm going to tell y'all about some things that happened on 4th of July in this world. Hold on. She could have had a meeting with everyone, included all racial rates of grades, but for her to hold a leadership role, she should have been more incisive. But I get her point, though. But why would, I guess so, but why would she need to hold it with the other races when it was the black people? I don't know. It's like you can't do nothing nowadays. You gonna get in trouble for everything that you do. So I don't know. Go back in your room, please. Hold on, everybody. What? Okay, go in your room, please. I'm sorry, you guys. So I'm going to get to the things that happened over the 4th of July weekend. Don't get no more cookies in here. Do y'all have y'all kids been eating up everything in the house since it's been summertime? Because he eats all day long and people was like, oh, they just bored. Like, how do you be that bored that you just be like, oh, I'm just going to eat because I'm bored? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. So I'm going to go into the first video. This happened over the 4th of July. And this happened in Orange County, you guys. Hold on.
He's not doing good. He's going to be in the hospital for about 2 months. His hands are literally butchered.
One of Maria Escalante's twin sons lost several fingers. His right hand is mutilated, she says, after a teenager he was with on the 4th of July lit an illegal firework they'd found on a street in Anaheim. It exploded, she says, in their hands.
Well, they're going to do their best to reconstruct his hands, but they can't guarantee nothing. He's going to surgery tomorrow. They're going to see if he has proper circulation going into the last fingers he has, to the few fingers he has left on his hand. And if it's the splice not circulating properly, they're going to amputate his fingers.
Escalante is keeping what's left of one firework that she found on South Mountain View Avenue that she says she's taking to her lawyer. It's where her 16-year-old boy was celebrating. The other teen was also badly injured with burns and shrapnel injuries. Escalante is demanding that police investigate.
I found out through the other child that was involved with my son, he also had his hands exploded and severe cuts to his face. His mother told me that every year they sell illegal fireworks here. So I don't know if the Anaheim Police Department knows about this or not, but they need to start investigating because this needs to stop.
You see the tree? Behind the tree, this side.
Armando Romero describes a scene where people were throwing mortars in the street, including the two teenage boys playing with illegal fireworks that eventually exploded in their hands.
The fireworks exploded in the hand. He lost this one, this here, and three fingers here.
Escalante says her injured son's twin called her screaming. He was with his brother on the 4th of July. He is traumatized. She wants justice.
Now, what do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like a lot of parents always try to blame somebody else. Okay, most of the places nowadays, you ain't supposed to do fireworks at all. And how do you know that they're illegal? And then you need to teach your children not to mess with it. You can't blame somebody else. How did they, I don't know. What y'all think about that? They always trying to blame the blame on somebody else. Your kids should know better. Why would you light something and keep it in your hand? You're not even supposed to light fireworks in your hand. They're supposed to be on the ground. Now, I do feel sorry for the boy losing his limbs and everything like that. But it's like, come on. Y'all parents, y'all need to teach y'all kids better. Like, you cannot blame that on everybody else. You cannot blame that on nobody else. Nobody told your kids to do that. They sold them illegally, but then forced them. Exactly. Overall, it's a sad situation. But remember, she's saying that they said they found it on the side of the street. Like, make that make sense. Y'all ain't found that on the side of the street. I just don't believe that they found that on the side of the street. And like I said, you shouldn't have been lighting it in your hand. You should have had it on the ground. No one told him to light it. Exactly. But parents is quick. They're quick to put the blame on somebody else. So hopefully when he get his surgery, they can attach some of his fingers back. But they got to do better. That's why I'm not lighting no fireworks or nothing. Y'all need those little long lighters that you could put them. Like, I'm not lighting no fireworks. That's why I don't deal with fireworks. And then this is another one. It ain't funny to me, but it is. But I'll let y'all see. This happened on 4th of July too. And tell me in the video if y'all could understand what happened in the video. I had to watch it a couple of times to see. Okay, so can y'all tell what happened in the video? I'm gonna see if y'all can tell. And I forgot to upload the other view because they had a camera on top of the roof, and you could really see more clearly what happened. But you could tell from there if you really, really looked. Hey, BFF. Did it fall over? Nope, it didn't fall over. Girl, that background music be getting on my nerves. I was trying to figure out a way to mute that, but I couldn't. The background music for me. So, yeah, okay, I'll just tell y'all because we don't have time for y'all to be wondering. I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to tell y'all. I can't tell what that is. I'm going to play it one more time, y'all, so y'all can see. Look on the side. Look on the side. Hold on. Let me go to it. Okay, could y'all tell? I'm gonna tell y'all if y'all can't tell. I'll just tell you guys. Okay, so when they lit the firework in the street, one of the ambers from the firework, let me see if y'all got it. One of the ambers from the firework in the street hit one of the firework boxes that was sitting in the yard. So they had extra fireworks that was in the yard that they was going to use for later. I guess they was using it for later. But one of the ambers from the fireworks hit that, and it ignited that firework to start going off. So that's what happened. But what was fun, it wouldn't have been funny to me if I was there, was why was that front door locked? Like, if y'all know everybody is outside, why would y'all lock the front door? That girl, I would have been ready to fight that lady that locked that front door. Like, and then it took her a long time to come to the door. Why would you have that front door locked? Or would y'all have had the front door locked too if everybody is outside? Like, I just don't understand why she had it locked. But that's what happened. One of the embers from the firework that was in the street hit that firework that was in the yard. But that means that, to me, the fireworks that was in the street was still too close. That's what happened. But I know that would have been my last time out there doing fireworks. Like, they really did F around to find out. It was funny to me, but I was mad at the lady at the door. Like, she was scandalous for locking the door and then taking that long to get there. So the last story that I want to talk about 4th of July is in Compton, And I had almost forgot about this one. It's just been so much going on. But in Compton, it was in the projects. They was having a party in the projects. It was when I tell y'all, it was a lot of people there. It was so many people in the projects. It reminded me of what Saucy Santana was saying. Like, he couldn't go to the projects, but he wanted to go because it'd always be fun there. They be fighting. They don't got no shoes on. They be smoking and all that. And that's just what it looked like. Like, it was so crowded in there. I can't remember what projects it was, but it was going good like it always does. And then just they start doing end stuff. Because y'all know that's what it was. If it's us, I'll take accountability for it. And it was us. So in Compton, California, they've been holding vigils since Monday to honor the life of the 3 people who were unalived on 4th of July. Mia Jenkins, she was 19. She was a nursing student. And Eric Washington, 37, was a current housing authority employee and informal aid to California State Assembly member Mike Gibson. They were both banged and unalived at a large party in Compton on Saturday night. So basically that's what happened. And when I tell you guys that it was nowhere for people to like really walk, like they were together up in there. Like, it was so many people in there. I just don't understand. Couldn't nobody pay me to go to nothing like that. Couldn't nobody pay me. They still don't have any suspects. Eric, what makes it sad about him is this is what he fought for. He was against gang violence, and this is the way that he passed away. If that is just messed up for the girl, this was her second semester in nursing school. It's just, I don't know. They haven't really put nothing up about the third person that passed away, but you know, our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody and the families that's involved. Like, it's just people, you can't even go out and have fun no more. I'm so happy that we lived in a time frame that we did, that where we could go out and have fun. You can't go nowhere now, but for sure I wouldn't be going nowhere in the projects at all. He was a huge pillar in the community. His story was so amazing. So sad to have heard about this. Yes, when that first happened, he was the only person that I was seeing down my whole timeline was him. And I was like, dang. So I had to look into what he was doing. And when I found out, I was like, dang. Like, for him to pass away that way, and that's what he was fighting for, is a cold thing. His dad just got unalived. Oh, dang. Over there about a year ago. A fate in the projects? Oh my gosh. The other guy got banged in the head. It's just sad. I'm telling you, I wish I should have uploaded how many people was over there. It was crowded, like they was at Coachella or something. But it's just sad that people can't go out and have a good time anymore without being, oh my gosh. So the dad got unalived in the projects too. It's just like a cycle that has to end. It's almost like if you're fighting for something like that, that's why I don't blame people when they be saying when they change their life or go big, they don't go back to where they from. I do not blame people at all. For what? Because it always seemed like stuff like this happened to them when they change and doing better. That is so sad. So like I said, our thoughts and prayers go out to those families. So that's basically what happened over the weekend with 4th of July. Those things. That's all I heard from out here. This is another video I want y'all to watch. Y'all know I always got to do something if I see something with kids that's on the spectrum. But this was a granny. And tell me how y'all feel about it.
You can hold her by her hand. It's the same.
I know she's not going to get away from me like
that's
this.
fine. That's fine. She better pray my wife don't come up here.
She runs.
Bro,
Run.
that's cool,
No,
but you
she can get
hold
away
her
from me
hand.
like that.
You can.
Yes, I'm going to hold her
Where
hand.
you at?
I'm going to keep her safe.
Where you
She
going?
ran all the way from down
That's what they
301
do.
up to
That's
here.
your fault for not paying
She ran
attention.
away
That is
from
your
me.
fault for not paying attention. No, you don't.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. So that was the grandma. She had her granddaughter. She is on the spectrum, and people were mad because she was grabbing a little girl by her head so she wouldn't run off. Do y'all feel like the grandma was wrong for grabbing a little girl's hair so she won't run off or not? I'll give y'all my opinion while y'all put y'all opinions in there. First of all, a grandma shouldn't be taking care of no autistic grandchild. Those kids are super strong. If that's the only way, because they was like, oh, you could be holding her arm, she probably could get away because she can easily get away, snatch away from the grandma. But if she got a tight grip on her hair, she can't get away. I feel like the grandma is too old to be taking care of the little girl anyway, and I understand her. Now, it could be other ways that she could have dealt with that, but I don't feel like she did what she had to do. She did what she had to do, and she just told them that she was running down. I bet you if the little girl started running, all the people that's telling her what to do would not have jumped in to start running and chasing after her. When I'm out, Amir still gets in the basket. I'll put him inside of a basket because I'm not even about to do that. So I understand. I wholeheartedly understand, but I feel like that grandma's too old. She's too old. I feel absolutely she was wrong. See? Juanita, why do you feel that she was wrong though? Coach Anita, why do you feel like she was wrong? I understand it's no way. That's why I said she was too old to be having a little girl in the first place. Because you can't really you can't handle her. If you do have to hold her by her hair, you cannot handle her. But I understand why she's doing it. I understand firsthand. I understand why she's doing it. Let me know, Coach Anita, why you feel like she was wrong. They need to get somebody else. They need to get somebody else that can help her. You could tell she looked a little bit, her hair looked unkept and everything. Like, she too old. She can't care for that little girl. Okay, so the next story I want to talk about is Mary J. Blige's ex-husband. He back in the news. He's saying that his divorce from her left him hospitalized, and he hasn't been well since then. Now, if y'all remember, in 2018, around that time, that's when Mary J. Blige got a divorce from her husband because he was caught cheating. And in the state, wherever they had in New York, Jersey, whatever, they still have to pay spousal support. This was the same thing that happened to Wendy Williams. Her husband was cheating and she had to pay spousal support, but Mary J. Blige's wasn't as much as Wendy Williams. Mary J. Blige had to pay, I think it was like $30,000 a month. And that was a financial hardship for her to where she had to go on tour and everything. I remember me and my cousin Faye, we went to her tour in LA when it first happened. And she was selling out tours. But a lot of times at other ones, you could tell she didn't even want to be there. Like, she looked tired. But she said she had to do that to pay child support. Now, he asked for $180,000 a month. The judge granted him $30,000. He also wanted money. He wanted her to pay child support for his other children that was not hers because they didn't have children together. And he wanted $5,000 a month for his mom and dad for her to pay for that too, which he did not get. He wasn't granted that. So now he's sick. He on the sick and shut-in list because you was out there cheating. Like, you should have saved your money. You was getting $30,000 for 2 years, sir. You should have did something with that. It don't cost that much out. That's your fault. These men need to think about the stuff that they are doing, and when they know that the woman is the breadwinner. Now, whoever you was cheating with, y'all go live happily ever after. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel? I don't understand how they have to pay when the spouse is cheating. Like, I don't understand it. That's why sometimes I feel like, I wonder, is Wendy Williams really crazy, or is she just playing her cards right? Because with her, she didn't have to pay child support, spousal support if she wasn't working. And when she stopped working, that's when the spousal support stopped, and that's when he tried to sue everybody and all that. But that was in the clause. Like, if she stopped working, you ain't getting nothing. And him too. Him and the baby mama broke up. They lost the house. Everything that Wendy Williams was paying for. Like, these men, they are really a joke. I mean, she does elope, but holding her by her hair is inside. I'd rather have her on one of those baby leashes. I did think about those baby leashes, but I think that she would be like a wild dog. Just think when you have dogs that's super strong on the leash, they be running behind the dog because you still be having to chase them. I just think that she's too old. When you got a tight grip on somebody here, they ain't going nowhere. Them leashes and stuff, backpacks and all that stuff, girl, that grandma would be dragged down the street with that little girl. But maybe after this, she can get some help. Maybe she'll get some help. I don't know. You guys. Okay, so let me go on to the next subject. Now, this one is crazy to me. I seen it, but I forgot to clip the video. So it's a pastor in Mississippi. He puts his members on blast, like puts their picture and stuff on a projector at church when they don't pay their tithes. And then he says they're not members there anymore. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know if this is the same pastor that was requiring the members to bring in their W-2 forms, and he looks over the W-2 form and compares it to how much you were giving in your tithing. And if you wasn't giving it the right amount, he putting you on blast. It's probably the same one. But now he upgraded and putting you on a big screen and then telling you you're no longer a member here. How do you guys feel about that? Because I just feel like that's crossing the line. I do know that that's the way church works. It's a big offering to keep lights on and bills paid, musicians paid, and everything like that. But to put people on blast, like on the Megatron, like, just think if you was having a hard time and you come in there just to hear the word and you haven't been paying your tithes or nothing, and then hear your face appear up there because you ain't been paying and now you're no longer a member. You got to get out. I think that I would be cussing them out. First of all, I'm not about to give you my W-2 forms so you can go over it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Like, if you got to do that, that's doing too much. Like, y'all better be having bake sales and all that. I just feel like some of these pastors nowadays, and I'm not talking about them because we was raised not to talk about pastors, but they be doing too much. It's no way in the world that you should be doing anything like that. And then if I was somebody, that's why a lot of people nowadays don't like to go to church, or they say they watch church from the bedside and send in their money, because a lot of churches are like that. I don't like how sometimes if you are a member but you haven't been paying your tithes, if the loved one passed away or something, you got to pay for you to have your services there. Like, I understand that it's a business, but it's like that one girl that was going off because her grandma had been a member there for like 50, 60 years. And they was trying to tell her that that they had to pay to have the grandma's funeral there. And they was cussing him out. They was like, they'll blow that church up. Like, she paid for her funeral when she was an usher for 40 years, when she was on the housing committee for all those years. Like, she paid her debt. Do y'all think that they let her have that funeral there without paying? Absolutely. So it'd be like sometimes these people they do too much. They do too much. Like, I don't know, but I know I would never be wanting to go to that church. I would not even take no chance of my face being up there. I know I have to do better with my tithing and offering, but I haven't been going to church, but I will pay. They used to have Cash App, but now they have, I think it's Giveify. And if I'm watching church, I will pay. I'm not gonna lie and say I pay my tithes, but I'll do offering. And because I'm like, well, when I go out, I'll be buying drinks and all that, and that's more. We spend more on drinks and all that than we would give for offering. So I'm like, at least I could give God an offering. I do feel like that. But it's like, don't put me on blast. Don't put me on blast, sir. That's low. Maybe the pastor should get a job. Terminate any membership respectfully, sir. Exactly. That's what our pastor say all the time. He says all the time, like when they bring up stuff like this, he always be like, I don't need y'all money. Like I'm a doctor. Like I already get paid, so I don't need y'all money. When I ask you guys to give something, it's because I really need it. Like they have a missions department thing. They always go to Africa where they bring medication and everything to give to the sick people, and they have a whole board that goes. They have other doctors that go. They have nurses that go. They have dentists that go. A whole team that goes, and then they ask people if they have any extra medication that they have not used that's still in the correct bottle and everything that is not expired, if they want to donate that, and they do it. And we see it firsthand, them going to Africa and doing their whole mission work. Like we actually see where the money is going. And a lot of churches, I ain't gonna say a lot of churches, some churches don't do that. So I just feel like these churches, they need to do better. Like if y'all want people to start coming back to church, y'all got to do better. Y'all can't be doing stuff like that. Like that's just really out of pocket. Put it in here, Amir. Okay. So everybody that's watching right now, like, share, and subscribe. And then we'll get into the main topic. Everybody press the like button. So the main topic that we was talking about is, do you really know the people that are around you? Do you really know the people that are around you? That goes for husbands, wives. Yes. Husband, wife, children. No, I don't want to even say, well, sometimes it is children. Hell, you don't be knowing them either. They be changing. Friends, everything. We're going to talk about Big Tigger first. So I'm going to play the video, Mom, and then we'll go from there.
It makes toodles.
Okay, Amir, I'm doing something.
My phone.
Tigger,
Give me my phone.
Do you not see all them crying?
Give me my phone. Stop. I'm not doing that.
Yes, you did.
She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give you.
not on her at all. Give me my phone.
get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone.
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger!
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
So that's the video that has surfaced. Again, I'm gonna play that video one time so y'all can really look at it again.
Give me my phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off.
my phone.
Do you not see all them crying?
Give me
Bro,
my phone.
why
Stop.
did you
I'm
do
not
that?
doing that.
Yes,
She
you did.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give you.
not on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me
Tigger.
my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone.
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger!
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
Yes. I think everybody laughed at Mr. Tigger because I'm like, if that's your stepdaddy, why are you calling him Mr. Tigger? Because he didn't do nothing wrong, Shatia. He didn't do nothing wrong. That's why I played it 2 times. He literally didn't do nothing wrong. His wife name is Alicia Brown. First of all, I wonder where did he meet her at after hearing her background. Like, where did he meet this lady at? After this, if y'all remember, like a month or so ago, she had put out a statement saying, like, it was like a video of showing herself and she had black eyes and everything like that. And everybody knew that was Tigger's wife. So once they started saying, oh, is you saying like Tigger abused you and all that? And she started getting backlash. She was like, I never said that he abused me. You guys said that. But it's like, girl, you put it out there so everybody can say it. You said your husband. You did say your husband. I forgot what word she actually said, But everybody put two and two together like it was Tigger, period, point blank. Like, who else was it gonna be? And so once everybody started giving backlash and going in on Tigger, then she was like, I never said it was him. Like, y'all came to the conclusion that it was him. I never said it was him. Now, this happened over the weekend. Now, whatever, the first thing I'm gonna say is, Alondra said his wife is crazy. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He wasn't being rough with that lady or nothing. He wasn't even pulling, like most men would have been knocking her into the wall or something. For real. And then whatever is in that phone, he did it, ma'am. So just leave it at that. You didn't threw yourself to the ground and then you got your son in on it too. You didn't train your son good too, where he's saying, get off of you, like, if you blind too and she's an actress. So let me tell you about Alicia. This is what I'm saying. Do you really know the people that you are with? When you get married, we'll start from there. That's like one of the most important decisions that you make in your life, because that person could make you or break you. They can make you or break you. I would say the husband and wife is the best thing. Now, friends come and go, and it could be something that happened. It could be stuff that really was bad, or it could be something that wasn't nothing at all. But this, it's like, Tigger, where did you meet her at? Because, sir, so Alicia Brown, after this happened, she took her two children and left. So according to the news, he called the police after that and told them that she left with their son. So they went on a manhunt for her. They pulled her over. Two kids were unarmed. They arrest her. Now, how you go from being a victim to now being arrested? She's arrested for a 2019 missing child case, you guys. From 2019, that's what she was arrested for. She had a 10-year-old daughter. In 2019, the daughter was, hold on, you guys. Sorry, you guys. Her daughter was 10 years old at that time, and she went missing. Now, she is saying, well, people in her camp is saying that the mom didn't have custody of her no more. And that was true, because the judge had granted custody to the father. The reason why the custody was granted to the father was because Miss Alicia Brown had went gambling in Maryland, had her daughter in the car for more than 8 hours, and left her in there, then go to check on her or nothing. That's why the daughter was taken away from her and custody given to the daddy. Now, while she was in the care of the father, Miss Alicia was saying that the daddy was essaying the daughter. So then the daughter was put into foster care. So she been on some BS for a long time, and the dad, so the daughter wasn't with him when this happened, but they felt like Alicia was the one that had took the daughter. And then if your daughter was supposedly missing, why hadn't you didn't have no news out or asking people to look for your daughter, her whereabouts or nothing. So that's why they did feel like she was the one that had took the daughter. But nobody has said that the daughter has been around. The daughter should be 17 now, but nobody has seen the daughter at all. That's one thing. Crazy. So the baby daddy said that. Now it's another man that's doing a 10-year sentence because he said that she did the same thing to him. She was at a hotel and she invited him there for relations. And when he got there, that she was stinky, and so he left. He came back. I don't know for what. If she said she took a shower, I don't know why he came back. He said she was still smelling and he didn't want to do nothing with her. So she threw herself onto the ground and into the wall, gave herself a bloody lip, all kind of stuff, eye and everything. And then he called the police. He called the police, waited downstairs in the lobby until the police came. Now, if you were a guilty man that had just beat a woman up, do you think that they would wait down there and wait for the police to come? Call the police? So that man was found guilty, and he said, now, I did have a bad background. He was like, but he did not do that to that lady. She was mad because he didn't want to have relationships with her. And she did that. And we saw firsthand on this video, that's the same exact thing that she did to Tigger. So 15 years ago, a man went to jail for this. 15 years ago. And he's still in there. So now they're asking, his family is asking him to open up his case again. Now that this is coming forth, and the man been saying he was not guilty, from his story never changed or anything. Now that this is coming forward, he like, can y'all open my case back up? Because now this is exactly what I told y'all that she did. So the lady is crazy. The lady is crazy. So what I'm saying is, before people get in relationships, I guess it's almost like you need to do a background check. They got all kind of background check things that you could pay $1 and then look them up. They'll tell you where they live, where they work, phone numbers. They'll tell you their relatives and everything. Like, you really need to look into people's background nowadays, because you don't know who you get. I just wonder, what room was she in with Tigger for him to be messing with her? Not saying that he's a saint, but everybody that has talked about him, we ain't never heard no scandals about Tigger at all. But her, honey, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself, because if you would have just let the man go, whatever he was doing, he was going to do, and you should have just left. Because now you're in jail. Now you're in jail. You have the background, credit, all that. Yeah, you need to do all that. You have, and I'm telling you, it's a lot of bad. It's, dang, I wish I could have remembered the name of them services. But all you got to do is say background check. Most of them, the real ones, you do have to pay for. But it's worth it if that's somebody that you're going to be around. Hell, have around your children. You don't know if people is on the Megan's Law list and all kind of stuff. Like, you really need to do this stuff nowadays, because these people out here is crazy. So I'm going to keep y'all updated on her, because I really want to see how this is going to play out. If they're going to let that man out of jail, if they're going to open the case back up, what are they going to do? Because, hell, y'all know that she crazy now. Y'all know that the lady is crazy. How do you guys feel about it? Do y'all feel sorry for Tigger, or do y'all feel like that's what he get? Because it had to be some kind of red flag signs before all this happened. It had to be. And then she said that he was having, a month ago, he was texting his coworker. The coworker said she's suing the wife for putting her name out there. Like, ma'am, I don't have anything to do with you and your husband. That's my coworker, and that's it. Do y'all feel sorry for Tigger, or y'all feel like that's what he get because he should have did his work? Let me know. And then I'm going to get into the next topic. Know the people you hang around. We talked about this a little bit last week. So, 4th of July weekend. A young boy, hold on, Tia said, I feel sorry for him. I low-key feel sorry for him, but it's like, man, you had to see these red flags. I don't know if it's because he had a baby by this lady and this was his first and only child, and Tigger is like over 50. I don't know if that's why he gave the lady so many chances, because She gave him his one and only son, child, everything. I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm pretty sure you had red flags flying around somewhere. Alondra said she feels bad for him. It's probably good it happened in public. Yeah, that is good. And I'm pretty sure if, like she said, just think the first time when she had the black eye, she said he banged her head into the wall. Ma'am, you about to get right with you. And I hate this for women too, because you make it look bad for all the other people that are really being abused in relationships. Like, girl, you is not getting abused, but now people gonna look at other people and probably feel the same way. I hope she get what's coming to her. I really hope she gets what's coming to her. Okay, back to the other one I was talking about. So it was a young boy named Nolan Wells from Mississippi. And when I had heard this case, I had to call my daddy and was like, are we related to him? Because our family is from Mississippi. And for it to be somebody with the last name Wells, I was really like, are we related? But my daddy was like, no, we're not related. So 4th of July weekend, this young man, he just graduated high school this year. The mom on her TikTok, literally a couple of days before 4th of July, was in Target buying him stuff for his dorm room. Saying how proud she was of her son and he's getting ready to go to college. So 4th of July weekend, he went with his friends. His friends were all white, and they went to some little lake in Mississippi off the Gulf Coast. The friends are saying that he got off the boat to be with some girl, and then he said that he'll get on another boat to come back with somebody else. The girl did speak to the police, and she said that he was with her for a little bit, but he told her he was leaving to go get back on the boat with his friends who he came with. And she was like, that's the last time she seen him. After that, she didn't see him no more. He said that he was going back with his friends who he came with. The friends supposedly couldn't find him, went back to shore, called the police. When the police came, they told them they couldn't go back. Now, they did have his phone also. They had his phone. That's already suspect right there. Him being a teenager and not having his phone. Us adults, we'll turn around if we leave our phones. And you know how these teenagers are. They're not about to leave their phone with nobody. So they had the boy's phone, took the boy's phone to his parents. The parents, at first the mom was saying she didn't think that his friends had anything to do with it because they all were really close. But then once they got his phone, they could tell that messages were deleted. So that's when they got everybody involved. So now Ben Crump, his law firm has taken over. They looking into the deleted text because y'all know that they can get that. That's easy to get. Also, one of the boys' parents, she's a judge. She had everybody that was on the boat in their family to deactivate all their social media pages. All of their social media pages. Why would you do that if the kids didn't have anything to do with it? They were also claiming that it was text messages between the friends saying that they did something wrong and they could go to jail for a long time. But the mama that's a judge saying that they will cooperate and everything, and they didn't do anything. So this is why I was saying last week, you can't just be the only the black person around a group of white people. Like you can't, in this climate, in this day and age, you can't do that no more. You cannot do that. This is not the first time this has happened. Another lady came and Ricky Smiley reposted it. She said that she had a story that happened. The same thing happened to her son in 2020. He went out with some friends and he was the only black person, and supposedly he drowned. She was like, my son was a great swimmer. And she was like, but nothing, nobody will repost her story or nothing. And they just said that the boy drowned. The same thing. So she's asking for her case to be reopened. A couple of months ago in Florida, it was a black boy with all black kids, teenagers. He had on the life jacket. They was on a boat together. Amir, it's nothing I could do about that. Go back to your room. Play with your toys. They were on a boat together. They went to the middle of the ocean. He got out. They left in the boat, telling him that he needed to swim to get back in the boat. And he telling them that he cannot swim. And they was like, you got on a life jacket. Like, you gonna have to do that. They making monkey sounds and everything. Somebody else that was kayaking came by and got the boy. So this stuff happens over and over and over again. If you're a parent, you cannot let your black child be the only person around white person. That's just period point blank. It's period point blank. And if I was Nolan Wells' family, I would be on their ass too. Because ain't no way. Then y'all don't want to talk. Y'all say y'all don't remember what happened and all kind of stuff. I feel like they lying. I feel like they are lying. So they already did an autopsy, but they Ben Crump shipped the boy's body from Mississippi to Washington, D.C. to have somebody else do the autopsy. So far, they said they don't see any foul play. But how would you know if there's foul play if they drowned the boy? You wouldn't be able to know that. You're not going to know that until you get a hold to them cell phone records. You're not going to know that at all. So I pray that that family really gets the justice that they need, because it's too much. It's too much. It is. This is just the climate that we're living in. You can't, even as an adult, I don't care. I don't want to be the only black person around white people. I just would not feel right. I just would not feel right. Not in this day and time. Not in this day and time. Like, I could be nice to you, that y'all could be my friends and everything too, but me to be around all, no. It'd be different when it's all black people and a white person come around. That's how we are. We treat people with open arms. We are, as the black race, we are very forgiving. To me, I feel like we are very forgiving. Some white people, they just hate us for our skin color. Like, they literally hate us just because of our skin color. And that shit needs to stop. So I pray that I pray that that family gets the justice that they need. I pray that the other mama that just put her story out again from 2020, I hope that happens. Oh, remember the little boy Kendrick Johnson? That happened like 13, 15 years ago, when they said that he fell into the thing in the gym. Those little tarp things that's like 10 feet up. He fell in there, but he went in there to get his shoe. Why would he dive in to get his shoe when he could just push the thing over to get his shoe? And that one, they have proof that they had edited the tapes and everything. They seen the boy go in. They seen the other boys go in. They seen the videotapes when the boys that he got into a fight with the day before went in there after him. But they said that they didn't have nothing to do with it. They could tell that he was strangled, everything. Nothing made sense. But again, one of those boys' parents worked for the FBI and all kind of stuff. They get away with everything. Now they are reopening that case. And that happened like 13 to 15 years ago. And you could tell then that they altered that recording. You could tell then. And it's always with them. Let that would have been us, our sons, they wouldn't have made it up out of that school. It's also unfortunate people having that much hate in their hearts. Jesus is soon to return. Yeah, you know, all the time, especially me and my cousins, we grew up in a church house. We've been hearing that since we was little, that Jesus is soon to return. But the stuff that's going on now is we read about this. People are so hateful, and I just don't. A lot of times, that's why I don't even be wanting to be on social media. And I like being on social media because I'm nosy. But this climate, it makes me mad when I see all this stuff over and over again with people just being so hateful, because I be ready to cuss all them out. And I had to stop cussing them out. Because I'm like, you know what? Most of y'all that's doing all this stuff and calling me coons and black bees and all that, go back to Africa. Y'all in a deserted area, wishing y'all was living the life that we living out here, and y'all always see us having fun and a good time, and y'all over there miserable. I have to think about that a lot of times. Like y'all wake up with us on y'all mind. We don't wake up with y'all on our mind. Y'all wake up with us on y'all mind and be hateful. We don't think about y'all. And I'm not saying all white people, because a lot of white people are not. It was a white lady I seen today. It was like on 4th of July, she lived in Mississippi too. And you could tell because you can hear all that stuff that sound like snakes in the background. She said her son friend came with them for 4th of July. He was the only black kid there. And she told her kids before he got there, if anybody, I don't care because we're going to a family function, if anybody say anything about y'all friend, you let me know because I'm telling them off. And she told the little boy, the friend, that too. If you hear anybody say something or they making you feel uncomfortable, tell me. Tell me. She live in Mississippi too. Now I liked her because that's how it should be. Kids should not have to go through that. Kids really don't see no color line, and that's the bad thing about it. They don't see color line. Hate is taught. So these teenagers that's doing this stuff, this is a taught behavior from their parents. So we got to teach our kids how to take up for themselves. You can't just be saying tell. I don't know. I really don't know. I hope all the parents really get justice for all this stuff that's going on. But you got to know the people that you're around. Spouses, friends, and everything. We got to do better now. We have to do better now. Even I think if you get a new friend, hell, you need to do a check on them too. You need to do a check on them. So I didn't want to end it on this bad note, so I'm going to tell y'all this story because this is one of the people too. It was this girl. I should have put the video up. I had sent it to Guidita. So this girl goes on a dating app. I don't know if y'all know Kendra G. It's this black girl. She sets people up. So this girl goes on there. She was like, oh, I got to update it. She was like, oh, you do? She was like, yeah. She was like, what happens? The lady said, oh, I got scammed out of $32,000. And she was like, what? How did that happen? And she was like, when did this happen? She said in March. She said, March this year? Yeah, March this year. And she was like, it's only June. She was like, yeah, I met him in March. So she goes on to say that when she first met the man, they were talking and he was like, oh, our conversation is so good, X, Y, and Z, but I'm not going to be able to talk to you tomorrow because my phone is going to get cut off. So I don't have the money to pay my cell phone bill. And so she said she sent him $100. She liked him. She liked the conversation. She sent him $100. Then he told her, oh, he has an inheritance coming, but they got his money tied up. He got a couple of $100,000, I think, coming, but they got the money tied up or something to where he can't get to it. And it's his son's birthday, and he promised him a game or something. She sent the man $800. I don't know what kind of game costs $800 because I don't play games. But maybe it was a whole gaming system plus some games because I don't know what she sent him $800. After that, he said his mom was in the hospital and that they told them that the mother could not be released unless she had someone to care for her. And that was going to cost $10,000. No, $16,000. $16,000. She sent it. Never met the mama, never met nobody. She sent the $16,000. After that, now keep in mind, this is between March and June. March and June. Now, his car about to be repoed and need to be fixed. She sent the man $10,000. Y'all, she never met this man. When she was giving him the money, she was wiring it. This is 2026. She just said she liked his conversation, but she got scammed out of that much money, and now the police is involved. Do you really know people? I can't even feel sorry for her because it was like, your ass is stupid. It ain't no way. Just when he didn't have no money to pay, if you didn't have the money, if you had an inheritance coming, well, sir, you need to wait. You need to wait. You don't got $100 to pay your bill. I'm sorry. Well, you got Wi-Fi. You can talk to me through a Wi-Fi. That's what a lot of people do when their phones get cut off. Do it through Wi-Fi. It's no way I'm not doing all that. That's why I'm like, I feel like some ladies just be looking for love because ain't no way. And now you out of $32,000 in 3 months, March, April, May, June, 4 months. Do y'all feel like that's what she get? Or she was just looking for love and wanted to be loved? Let me know. I just did not want to end it on a bad note with all that stuff going on. But that one was funny to me, but I was like, girl, I can't feel no way sorry for you because you was being a pure clown. A clown. Now you a target because I was like, I wonder what kind of job do she have that she able to just cash people out like that. Like you cashing people out. You spinning it. Spin it. Spin it. No. I need to step my game up because I need someone. Exactly. Like, what do y'all do? What do y'all do? Oh, that's what she said too. She only seen a picture of his, and she liked what she saw. So her seeing a picture of it made her do all that. Okay, get a bowl and put it in there. Get that gray bowl and put it in there. Get the gray bowl and put it in there. I never want to be that gullible for some worm. Exactly. It is not that serious. Get the gray bowl, Amir. She was a fool. Yeah, ma'am. We can't even feel sorry for you. But I know you had a lot of people in your DM after that, like they really take care of you because they see that you cashing out. I'm like, you. This is a whole nother who the F did I not. Well, Tigger could be who the F did I marry, but this lady is. I don't even know. Ma'am, clown. A clown. Do you watch? I just don't get it. That pic probably was fake too. It probably was fake. But she fell for it. Like y'all, it's too many ways for people not to get played nowadays. It's so many. You can FaceTime people. I remember people used to be like, men used to tell a woman, oh, if you real, because they used to use fake pictures, put the date and the time up and hold it up. And that's how they would know if a person was really real or not in real time. If you could write what they said on the picture and then hold it up and they could see if you're the same person, because you're not going to be able to do that if you was fake. Now you will be able, because they got all this AI stuff. But it's to where you would have to, ma'am, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but you need to learn your lesson after that. Learn your lesson. So that's all that I have for tonight, you guys. Make sure you guys press the like button, and thank you guys for tuning in. Like I always say, if you guys have stories you want me to talk about, let me know. If you guys want to come on and talk about something, let me know. And have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you next Thursday. Goodbye.
Here we are back at the bar.